The Hustlers University, this is a fantastic day, hence the dramatic music. I'm playing some dramatic music for us all because this is a dramatic day. You are going to learn things today that you never knew before. You're going to hear things that you have never heard before. You're going to think about things in a way you've never thought of them before. Because everything you know about money is a lie, and that's what Hustle University is here to do. It's here to educate you about the truths of money. The truths. I'm letting a little bit more dramatic music play. If you are, I can move my face around, like the all-seeing, all-knowing eye. If you are new to learning about financial freedom, or whether you think you know it all, you have to understand the things I'm going to teach you today are life-changing. So if you want a cup of coffee, go get it now. If you want a Red Bull, go get it now. But whatever you do, you need to pay attention. Because what we're going to be learning today is life-changing information, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Tate, and welcome to the Hustlers University 2.0 webinar, a free presentation that will change the way you look at money, the way that you view the world for the rest of your entire adult life. If you've ever paid attention to anything in your life, ever, you need to pay attention to this right here, right now. Because the things you are going to learn today will change the way you view the world. They will shape your reality. So sit up straight and pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. I really want you to understand something. I'm not here to waste my time, and I'm not here to waste your time. And for that reason, I want everybody here paying attention to exactly what Hustlers University is, why it was created, and why I'm allowing you to have access to my network that's going to allow you to make money online for the rest of your life. So before we start, I want you to understand something. Every single thing you know about money, this is so important, I'm going to have to do some red drawing on this one. Everything that you know about money is a lie. Everything you have ever been told about money is a lie. It is a lie designed to keep you as a worker ant. A lie designed to keep society running for the top 1%. How do I know this? Because I'm in the top 0.001%. I'm an ultra-high net worth individual. I have $13 million USD net worth, which puts me in the ultra-high net worth individual category. From climbing from the absolute bottom of reality to the top, I have learned that the entire game is rigged. The way that the money works is rigged. The way you pay taxes is rigged. The way that the government's work is rigged. All of it's rigged. You should know this. You know the rich don't pay tax. Why? Because the rich write the tax code. They make it deliberately complicated, extremely long pages. It could be 1 page long, very simple, percentage of income, right? They make it extremely complicated on purpose so that there's loopholes that they can exploit that we can't exploit. The people who control the system have made the system to benefit themselves. And for that reason, everything they teach you about money is a lie. They want to keep you ignorant. They don't want you to understand how money works. Because if you understand how money works, you will find a way to escape. And if you can't find a way to escape, you'll be very, very angry at the jail you've been put in. Because it's near impossible to escape with the normal, standard, run-of-the-mill information they teach you. And that's done on purpose. If you have slaves, you do not teach them enough for them to stop being slaves. You only teach them enough for them to continue to be good slaves, working very, very hard and paying a lot of taxes. Everything you know about money is a lie. Who am I? My name is Andrew Tate. I'm a formal council estate child from a single mother household. Please understand something. If you know who I am or you don't know who I am, I'm a public figure. I'm an internet personality. You can look me up. My name is Andrew Tate. I'm a retired kickboxing world champion who is now an ultra-high net worth individual. I am not from money. My father was a professional chess player. Can you name a professional chess player? Name one. You can't. Which means if there's no fans, there's no money in chess. My father died with $11 in his pocket. My family was poor. As long as I can remember growing up, the only time I got a present was a birthday or a Christmas. And it was $20 maximum. I am not from any kind of spoiled family. I am from a poor family. And when my father and mother had a divorce, my mother was originally English. We moved back to England. I ended up in social housing Housing Association house in Marsh Farm, Luton. I went to Lee Manor High School. I am not from money in any regard. My family didn't have a car. I walked to school. I walked to the gym. I got my first job in the market carrying boxes of fruit at 15 years old. I am not from money. However, my family did an amazing job trying to give me the very best they can. And I always say the best way to be raised is with no money and good parents. My parents tried very, very hard for me, and I didn't need money because I was instilled with a work ethic. And that work ethic has propelled me to the top 0.001% of people alive. But please understand something about me. I am not one of these people talking about money who was born with money. I've learned everything about making money from the bottom up. I've started at the bottom. I started lower than you. If you're watching this, I guarantee I started lower than you, and now I'm in it to the tip top. I've experienced every single area, every single part of the process of wealth creation. I didn't start in the middle and take $1 million and turn it into 30. I started from zero. How to turn 0 into 5,000. How to turn 5,000 into 50,000. How to turn 50,000 into $500,000. How to turn $500,000 into $1 million. How to turn $1 million into more millions. I know every single step of the process, and every single one of them is different. And all of you here are going to be at different stages. Some of you are starting with no money at all. Some of you are starting with a couple thousand you can invest. Some of you watching this will be high net worth individuals, or you have a lot in cryptocurrency. You already have $500,000. You're looking to take it to the next level. Doesn't matter. Everything I am teaching in this webinar applies to all of you. But I want you to understand I am qualified on the entire process. And the beginning of this webinar is very, very important because I want to make sure you understand I am qualified to teach you. I'm not here to waste my time. I'm not here to waste your time. And everybody's time is wasted if you don't believe what I say. I want you to understand I'm qualified. So when I show you aspects of my lifestyle, this is not bravado. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not trying to be arrogant. I'm not trying to show off. I'm trying to show you I'm a qualified individual. I'm a person who understands money, right? I understand money very well. Here you have me on my plane, a private jet, me next to the Rolex store with my 720S McLaren, me in Spain with my Lamborghini Evo, me in Munich, Germany with my Ferrari 812 Superfast. I have 17 supercars. 17. Once again, this is not bravado. I want you to understand something. If I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, please, mental exercise. If I asked you to save 300,000 euro, about $350,000, how long would it take you on your current salary? Get a pen and paper, get a calculator, work it out. How long is it going to take you to save $350,000? 5 years? 4 years? 10 years? A life? Most of you have been living your whole lives, you don't have that in savings. I have spent that on a car 17 times. The purple McLaren in the top right was $350. The Lamborghini in the bottom left was $350. The Ferrari in the bottom right was even more than that. I'm buying cars at a whim for $350,000, and you've never had that much money saved in your life a single time once. Or you'd have to liquidate your entire net worth and sell your house just to get enough money to do what I do daily once. Please understand, this shows that your view on money is very different to my view on money. We have very different relationships with money. My relationship with money is very healthy. Money moves very quickly for me. It comes in, it goes out, but more comes back in. I can spend all the money in my bank day after day because as I sleep, more arrives. You get money and you try and hold on to it. Your money is very slow. You try and covet it and sit and save it. You get paid on the 1st, you need to pay a bill on the 15th, you hold on to that money for 15 days. I don't have to do that. If I get paid on the 1st, I spend all of it. If I get 100 grand on the 1st, I will spend all of it. Stocks, bonds, crypto, a rental property, a car, something I want, a nice diamond watch, anything I want. Because I know that when my bill comes on the 15th, the money will arrive in my bank on the 15th morning to pay the bill in the afternoon. I get paid every single day of the month. Every single day. My money is fast moving. Your money is slow moving. And fast money makes more money. I take all of my money and I use it as a tool. I blast it into more cash. We're going to talk about this later on. But poor people live slow life with slow money, and rich people live rich lives with rich money. I know exactly what I'm talking about. 4-time kickboxing world champion. If you Google me up, you'll see I had a long and industrious career. I was very, very successful in combat sports. I mention this because a lot of people say, well, weren't you just a kickboxer? I was a kickboxer. I wasn't just a kickboxer. I was a very good kickboxer. I dedicate my life to this. And I only retired from kickboxing with one sole purpose in mind. I was giving kickboxing 8 hours a day. between eating, resting, training. It was my entire life. And although kickboxing pays, it's not boxing. You're not making millions like the big boxers you can name do. You're surviving, right? I'm making $100,000 a year maybe. By the time you pay the rent, pay the taxes, pay the manager, pay your car, you're not rich. I thought if I did 8 hours a day of my life and my dedication towards trying to make money, as opposed to trying to beat people up, I guarantee I become rich. And that's exactly what I did. And that is exactly what has happened. Exactly. I became a millionaire in 2 short years, my first million. And I turned that into 30 million 5 years later. More credentials, more information about me is online. Once again, guys, I'm trying to establish authority here. I want you to understand I know what I'm talking about. I'm not some random guy you found on Facebook. I'm not some guy with a rented car or some dude who's just saying, I have money, I know money. I'm not one of those gurus who talks about having money but doesn't show any of it. No, my lifestyle is well documented. The way I live is well documented. My car collection, worth in excess $10 million, is well documented. Everything about me can be Googled and found. Andrew Tate, the name Andrew Tate means something. I am here on a reputation built off the back of my pure ferocity. And I'm not here to ruin my reputation for anything. Every single thing I say is credible because my name is credible. Me as an individual, I'm a credible individual. There's nothing about me which is fake or constructed. And I want you to understand that because the things I'm going to say to you, please understand. I'm going to sip a Red Bull. I hope you all have a coffee or a tea or a Red Bull. Hope you're enjoying this presentation. But I want you to understand something. So I'm going to take a quick pause while... Okay. Listen. The things I'm going to say to you are things you have never heard before. They're going to challenge your preconceived conceptions about how the world functions. And for that reason, you're going to sit there and go, is that true? Can that be true? And for that reason, I want you to understand, the reason I'm showing you what I'm showing you, I want you to understand my authority on the subject. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you're questioning if it's true or not, I want you to sit there and go, well, he's clearly making millions and millions of dollars a year. He must know what he's talking about. Because if I was an idiot, I wouldn't be making millions of dollars a year. If I was wrong, I wouldn't be making millions of dollars a year. Tate Confidential YouTube channel. Feel free to watch it. You will see my lifestyle documented in real time. You will see me spending millions of dollars a year. This is not bravado. This is me showing you that I have a very healthy relationship with money. I know exactly how to generate money. I know exactly how to do it. And my lifestyle has been recorded. And this is testament to my ability to generate money because you see me spending copious amounts of money. There's no one else on the internet who talks about money who is spending like me or more qualified than I. Nobody. Only me. I'm the guy with the car collection who's coming along telling you how to make money. I'm the multi-millionaire verified who's coming along telling you how to make money. Everyone else who tells you how to make money or what they think, they don't have the qualifications to talk about money. I do. So please pay attention to everything I'm saying here. I want you to understand exactly where I'm coming from. I have started at the bottom, made my way from the top, and I understand the entire process from start to finish. From broke to millionaire to decimillionaire. I understand all of it. Once again, I'm as credible and legit as they come. Go to my Instagram page, 308K follows. You can see here I'm verified. You can see everything about my lifestyle right here. I hope you understand now how serious I am as an individual and how serious the things I'm going to be teaching you are. I've gone from nothing to something. And I have a message for all of you watching this. You are inside of a matrix, and I'm here to wake you up. I say Matrix on purpose. I hope you've seen that movie. The Matrix is a movie about people who are stuck inside of a system that they don't quite understand. There's a system around them, and they can feel it, but they don't quite understand. Well, there's something going on, but I don't know what it is. That's how anyone who is educated feels. You must look at someone like me with one of 17 supercars. If I'm driving next to you, you must look at me and how did he afford a $300,000 car? Plus the maintenance, plus the insurance. How? I could never save that much money. How did he do that? Something doesn't make sense. You should be able to feel inside of yourself that some people know something or know someone or have access to something that normal people simply don't have. How can I take a life savings and drop it on a car 17 times on repeat? It doesn't make sense if you think about it logically. It doesn't make sense. People, you are inside of a matrix. You are stuck inside of a system that was taught to you. Everything you were taught in school, everything you were taught was designed to only make you obey. Obey the slave masters. They want you smart enough to run the machines and make them more money, but too stupid or too ignorant, unknowing of the true information of the world to ever escape. And I'm here to wake you up. I'm here to tell you, as someone who was inside of the Matrix, I have now escaped the Matrix. And it is real, because when I talk to people about how to make money, they all sit there with the same regurgitated ideas. The same ideas. The ideas that were taught to them by the Matrix. Oh, save my money, get a deposit, get a mortgage, buy a house, rent the house, maybe pay the house off one day. Like, this is all the garbage you've been taught. Have you ever seen anybody from a council estate who's broke, who managed to save up £100,000 or $100,000 for a mortgage, and then get a mortgage, and then work and pay it off, and then own the house, and then drive a Ferrari and be rich? Have you ever seen that? You've never seen it. So why do you talk about it? Why are you saying that that's the way out if you've never seen anybody escape that way? Because the Matrix has taught you this, and they've taught you this on purpose. One, it teaches you to work and save. Keep your money slow. Don't make your money fast. Put it in a bank for no interest. That makes the bank money. Go back to the same bank and get a mortgage, more interest on top. That makes the bank money. Get a nice hard asset, a house. If you don't pay your taxes, they'll take it from you. That makes the government money, keeps you afraid. Do you understand? The entire system is designed to benefit the people who are in charge of the system, not you. You're inside of a matrix. You need new information to escape. That's why I'm here. I'm here to teach you the secrets to modern wealth creation. Society is not your friend. And I say this, I'm going to draw, ladies and gentlemen. Society is not, look at this, not your friend. Not. A lot of you people out here think it is. It is not your friend. Society is not made in your best interest. Society is made in the best interest of itself and those who run society. You're a cow. You're a farm animal. Society is the farm, and the ruling elite are the farmers. Society cares for you the same way a farmer cares for its cows. It wants you alive. It wants you alive, and it wants you to do your job, which is to give milk. But it does not want you free, and it does not want you happy. It doesn't want you to make enough money to start your own farm. It wants you on their farm. Please understand me. I was born to be a cow. Most of us were. But today I understand how the farmers think. Today I'm a farmer. I understand now what's happening. I fly private. I drive around the world in my various supercars. I don't have a care in the world. And I am woken. The reason I am awake is because I paid a lot of attention to very important people. I paid a lot of attention to that around me. I was extremely perspicacious, and I woke myself up. And for that reason, I am qualified to wake you up. Understand that society is teaching you the wrong things about wealth creation on purpose. They don't want you rich. I'm recording this during the COVID pandemic. During the COVID pandemic, a lot of people were not allowed to fly because flight routes were canceled or stopped. Not for me, I fly private. Do you understand? That you are told you're not allowed to go somewhere. I can go anywhere I want. The difference between you and me is I have money. Do you understand that slavery exists and slavery is coming? Slavery is coming for the people who cannot afford to be free. If you are not scared and feel like you need to get rich quickly, then there's something wrong with you. Because slavery is coming. They're going to keep you poor and destitute and reliant on your job. They're going to force you to take injections, force you to have pieces of paper you don't want to keep your job. They're going to keep you destitute on purpose. This is done on purpose. You must get rich quickly. You do not have time to save up for a deposit and buy a house and rent it out, and then when you're 65, maybe you'll have some equity in the house. You don't have time. You need to get rich now. And if you don't understand that urgency, if you're not sitting here thinking, yes, there's serious problems ahead for the average man, and it's going to get worse and worse, then there's something wrong with you. Think how hard and how much worse it's got for the average man the last 10 years. 10 years ago, you were better off than you are now. You're getting paid around the same salary, and prices were half what they are now for property. Half. Think about it. Here's an example. The European Union is going to tax jet fuel to help combat global warming. That means no more low-cost airlines. You want to fly to Spain on a Wizz Air cheap? No more. You're going to tax private jets too, right? No. The EU draft exempts private jets and cargo jets from jet fuel tax. That means anyone who flies private, no extra tax for us. Only tax for the peons. Tax for the peasants. The peasants will pay the tax, but we won't. Do you understand? Exempt. Exempt. The people who make the rules for themselves. They do not make the rules to benefit you. And every single thing they use as an excuse is a lie. Global warming, we're trying to help the planet. We're trying to help feminism. We're trying to help whatever it is. It's all an excuse to keep the poor poor. Keep the people inside the matrix broken. Because there are people inside the matrix so foolish that when they hear we're passing a tax on the planes to help the environment, they're going to sit there and go, yeah, good idea. It's not about the environment. It's about keeping the rich rich and keeping the poor poor. That's what every single rule, every single law is about. They're all about the same thing. You are inside of a matrix. Another thing that people are taught that they misunderstand. You do not need money to make money. Now, you can make money with money, but you don't need money to make money. Did you know that 88% of millionaires today are self-made, including myself, completely self-made? You don't need to be born into money, and you don't need to have money. It's a coping mechanism average people use to be at peace with their reality. Oh, I'm poor, but I'm not, my family's not rich. Those people, they were probably born rich. No, that's what you say so you feel better about not being rich. There are people who were born poor like me who escaped, and we escaped by paying attention. So I hope you're paying attention to everything I'm saying so far, because if you're not paying attention, you are making a grave mistake. This is the first real chance you've had in your life to escape the matrix. You must destroy the coping mechanisms in your mind. Oh, the rich, they're rich, but I bet they're not happy. Yes, they are. Have you ever seen a rich person give their money away? No. Money makes you happy. Money is happiness because money is freedom, and freedom is happiness. You do not need to be born into money to have money. You need to destroy these thoughts in your mind so that you are open and receptive to the ideas that I present on how to create wealth. If you hate money, if you repel money, if you think money is evil or money's not important, you're never going to have any. And once you have money, you'll understand how important it is, because freedom is the most important thing in the world. And money buys freedom. I've given you the private jet example. I can give you a million examples. Money is the freedom to sleep where you want, to eat what you want, to drive the car you want, to go where you want, to wear a diamond watch. Money is the freedom to do whatever you want. And for that reason, it should be extremely important to you, because your freedom, your sovereignty as an individual should be extremely important to you. Nobody should want to be a slave. Other lies they tell you. Money's hard to acquire and rich people work harder than you. That is a lie. Rich people do not work harder than you. You work harder than rich people. You're already working harder than the rich people. The rich people are on their boats, relaxing in the sunshine. How can they be working harder than a nurse on a ward? How can the African woman who carries water on her head under the desert sun, how can she be working less hard than a fat cat billionaire? Understand, the billionaires and the rich people do not work harder than you. You already work harder than them. You just don't work at the right things. That's what I'm going to teach you. You just don't understand the world correctly. You're still inside the matrix. That's what I'm here to teach you. If you work as hard as you work now, with a few edits, a few changes on the direction you put that energy, you will be rich. Listen, I have a Lamborghini, right? I drive a Lamborghini. People stare at me like I'm from outer space. How do you get that car? But a Lambo's not that impressive. On a normal job, yeah, 300 grand is near impossible to spend on a car, on a normal job. But there are trillions of dollars out there. There are trillions of dollars out there. Trillions. Do you have any idea how much that is? Every building you drive past, go drive down any street. I don't care if you're in Sydney, Australia. I don't care if you're in Canada. I don't care if you're in Japan, Brazil, UK. I don't care if you're in Timbuktu. Every building you drive past is owned by somebody. You can drive down any street in the world and you're driving past millions of dollars. You drive past skyscrapers, you're driving past billions of dollars. The money is all around you. You can see money everywhere. Every apartment, every house, somebody or some company owns all of this. The money is everywhere. You just don't have any. Don't you see? There's a little club and you're not in it. You're inside the matrix. They're outside the matrix. And the only reason they can be so lazy and be outside the matrix is because you work so hard inside the matrix. I want to drive a Lamborghini. I don't build one. Someone inside the matrix builds it for me. And someone inside the matrix builds the roads. And someone inside the matrix pumps the gas. To people inside the matrix do all that work so I can drive my Lamborghini in the summer sun, as you can see behind me. Do you understand what's happening? Do you understand that the rich people are living on the backs of the poor? They always have. They always will. That's what the matrix was designed for. It was built this way on purpose, to keep you inside. If you can wake up and get out, then there is no more matrix. Then who's going to pump the gas and build the roads? Do you understand what I'm saying? These people are not smarter than you. They do not work harder than you. They're average individuals. The people outside the matrix, a lot of them were born into rich families, but some others, like myself, have escaped. Working hard is not the secret to wealth. Please understand, this is not about working harder than everyone else. Poor people already work harder than everyone else, and they are poor. It doesn't matter. Please, this deserves a highlight. Let's use another color. Let's use green. Money green. It doesn't matter how hard you dig if you're searching for gold where there is none. It doesn't matter how hard you work if you're doing the wrong things. That's why if you're watching this and you're thinking, I already work hard, but I'm not rich, because you're doing the wrong things, ladies and gentlemen. I am rich, and I do work, because I'm a very, very industrious, hard-working individual. But I don't work as hard as I used to, because I have a very nice life now. Let me ask you a question. Think of everything you know. Everything you know. Where did you learn it from? All the information in your mind, your opinions, your thoughts, your views on the world. Where did you learn it from? Your parents, school, friends, family, TV, the radio, YouTube, the internet. They taught you all these things, right? Because we are all a product of the life we live. We live life, we see and we experience things, we hear things, we get information, we watch the news, and these become our thoughts and our opinions over time. If we hear something and then we experience something which aligns with what we heard, it's what we believe to be true. Let me ask you a question. All these people who have been telling you things, all these people who have been programming your mind, because that's what they've been doing. The people who've been teaching you things have been programming your mind. Do these people know how to get rich? Are they rich? It's a serious question. You're going to university, you're going to your business professor, or you're going to do an MBA in business, or you're going to learn from these people, and they're teaching you how to be rich. Are they rich? No. They're not qualified. This is why I spoke about my wealth and my lifestyle at the beginning of this presentation, so you know that I am qualified. Most of the people who are programming your mind are people inside of the matrix. They can't teach you to get out because they're stuck inside of it themselves. They don't even see it. They're living inside of it. Like a fish doesn't see water. They're living inside the water. To them, water doesn't exist. It's just the world. That's the matrix. Most people inside the matrix don't even see it. That's why they can't escape. Anyone who is not rich cannot teach you how to become rich. Because if they knew how to be rich, they'd already be rich. And you know what rich people don't often do? Teach people how to get rich. Because why would they waste their time? They're rich now, and they're living a great life. It's not very often a rich person does what I do, sits down and creates a school about wealth creation. I've done that, and I'll tell you why I've done that later on in this presentation. Not very often does that happen. Because once a rich person becomes rich, then their life starts. Listen, life begins when you're rich. You're hoping to work your whole life and maybe you'll be rich at the end, but then you're going to die, then your life is over. Life begins when you're rich. Life begins when you get to go to beautiful places in a beautiful car and stay in a beautiful hotel and eat beautiful food and wake up when you want. That's when life begins. Before that, it's only slavery. This is why university is such a scam. Modern university is a scam. I'm going to circle the word scam because I can't stress it enough. Modern university is a scam. It's a scam. They charge you $100,000 to go and learn how to be successful from professors who are still poor. Maybe they make 150 grand a year, 200 grand a year. That's poor to me. They can't afford my cars. They can't afford my life. Not on that measly wage. Not on 200 grand a month could they afford my life. They are not rich. So why are they telling you how to be successful? All of your friends and family who mean well, who want the best for you, they're giving you advice because they love you, but it doesn't mean it's good advice because they don't know what they're talking about. It can be the best intentioned advice in the world. If they don't know what they're talking about, then it doesn't mean anything. They are still inside the matrix. These people have never been rich. They've never been to where you want to go. So how could they possibly know the way? I've climbed to the top of the mountain so I can tell you the mountain path. If someone's never climbed the mountain, how can they tell you how to get to the top? Your university professor, your friends, your family, everyone is telling you how to make money, save your money. They don't have a clue what they're talking about. I do. I've done it. That's why I've been trying to show you from the beginning of this how much money I make and how much money I spend. Because it's easy for me to lie about how much I make, but I can't lie about what I spend. You can see with your own eyes on video what I spend. I am making huge sums of money because I have escaped the matrix. Common advice will not make you an uncommon individual. Because common advice by default is for commoners. If it's common advice and everyone knows it, everyone would do it, which means it no longer works. Go to uni, get a job, work hard, get a promotion, save up, get a mortgage, put some money into your pension, invest a little bit in the stock market. This is the garbage that you've already been told. Everyone said this to you before. It's common knowledge. How many people do you know have taken this common knowledge and applied it, and now they have a supercar collection of 17 supercars? None. Zero. Common knowledge doesn't work. Because if common knowledge worked, it wouldn't be common knowledge. It would be uncommon knowledge. And if it did work, it would stop working soon. It can't work for everybody. This is the normal advice. This is the advice people told me, right? These are the things I was told. I just didn't listen. Because the person who was telling me this advice, I looked at their life and thought, you're not rich. So why do I want to be like you? You are not rich. I don't want to live like you. You're not a rich person. I didn't inspire to be the people who gave me that advice, so I didn't listen. If people do not have a quality of life you desire, if they do not know something you want to know, then there's nothing to learn from them. All the people around you who are teaching you, if they are not living the exact life you want, or if they don't have something about their life that you want, there's nothing to learn from these people. Everyone who's telling you things, there's nothing good about their lives. Even if you don't want supercars like me, you could have spent that $10 million on something else. Wine, postage stamps, I don't care. Travel the world, it doesn't matter. The point is, you can still look at my life and go, okay, he has enough fiscal freedom. He has enough freedom with his finance to spend $10 million on whatever he wants. That's something everyone should aspire to. Because if you do not aspire to that, the only alternative is hard cope and slavery. The only alternative is to go, well, I don't really care about money. You know, I'm happy with my job and I've got enough to eat and I don't mind. I don't mind being told what to do and being a slave for the matrix. Fine, good for you. I need someone to build my roads and pump my gas, but I'm not that guy. I want to live my one life free to do what I want and not have some boss tell me what to do, tell me what week of the year I'm allowed to enjoy myself, tell me what time to wake up in the morning. That's not me. If you're a slave, go be a slave. This is not a presentation for slaves. The real problem is what I've already said. The real problem is that every second of the day, every second of your existence, you are being programmed to be a slave. You are being programmed. The things you hear, the people who talk to you, what they teach you in school, what's on the news, what's on social media, what they tell you about wealth creation, what they tell you about governments and politics. It's all about programming you to keep doing hard work for low wages and still being taxed afterwards and not fighting back. You are being programmed and you can't stop it. The matrix is not built on iron bars. This is not a physical jail, it's a mental jail. They have to put the jail on your mind. They don't restrict your body, they put the jail on your mind via programming. They keep you ignorant. They keep you suspicious of people like me. When I come along and say, listen, here's proof I'm a millionaire. Here's proof I started poor. I will teach you how to make money. They have programmed you to think, maybe it's a trick. How can it be a trick? I'm the only person who's qualified to tell you. I'm the only person who is not tricking you. Everyone else is tricking you with their programming. And they've programmed you to be suspicious of the people who can help you. Everything you are stems from your life experiences, stems from everything you've heard and seen and thought about. Being programmed is an unstoppable force, just like gravity. You cannot stop it, but you can choose what you experience. You can choose who you talk to. You can choose who programs your mind. Is it better that a millionaire programs your mind or a professor who's not a millionaire who thinks he understands how to be successful? Whose programming is better? If you want to learn piano, you would go find a person who can play the piano, and then you would understand, this person knows how to play piano, I will learn from them. Why don't we think the same about money? I am rich. I will teach you how to be rich. Why don't you think I want to learn from this rich man? Is it not purely logical? Why would you learn from anybody else? Do not let their programming keep you ignorant. Do not let them keep you closed-minded. It's by keeping you closed-minded that your mind is not open to the new ways which wealth is created, the new ways they keep for themselves. Closed-mindedness is going to destroy your existence. That is programming. Do not be closed-minded by their programming. You have a choice. You have a direct choice in what you can see and hear. No one takes advantage of this, but you can. Most people just accept the programming around them. They just accept it. They're not selective. Whatever's on the TV, whatever their professor tells them, whatever their friend tells them, whatever their mom tells them, and they just allow it all in into their brain. Let themselves be programmed. And they come up with the same stupid ideas everyone else has, and it's the same boring, stupid life because they're programmed. Watch the news, go to school, la-di-da. They're programming me to be a slave, mindlessly accepting whatever programming they come across, good or bad, best interest or not. You're going to let programming into your brain even if it's bad for you, even if it makes you closed-minded, even if it keeps you poor, even if it makes you sad, even if it makes you depressed, even if it makes you unhappy. You will still let the programming into your own mind and just let it go in. Oh, just let it in. Just program me to be a sad slave. No problem. And they don't think, they don't decide to be selective, to start being selective about who programs them. Being programmed by someone who inspires them, who makes them knowledgeable, who teaches them a way out of the matrix, who makes them understand how to create wealth. They show no resistance to the matrix and they crumble under the influence of society. These are the slaves you see. These are the people working in Starbucks. They are slaves and they have collapsed to society. They have crumbled and they do not resist anymore. They are not trying to escape. They're only trying to pour the coffees. That's all they're trying to do. And I will pull up in my Lamborghini and ask for a coffee and they'll make me one. And they'll look at my fast car and they'll think, oh, he was probably born rich. And they'll go back to making frappuccinos for the rest of their human years. Even though I wasn't born rich. Even though they could escape just like me if they were to open their mind. They were programmed for slavery and the Matrix does this on purpose. Selective programming is your superpower. Your superpower, no matter who you are, is choosing who programs your mind. because it made my mentality ready for war. I was around warriors. When I was trying to get rich, all I did was talk about money. Any other subject or topic of discussion, I was not interested. I didn't want to talk about sports. I didn't want to talk about the TV shows. I don't care about Rihanna. I don't care about the festivals. I don't care. I don't care. I want to be rich. All I want to talk about is money. I only accepted the programming I was interested in. If I sat with my friend, I would say, how are you making money today? Well, this is how I'm making money today. Maybe we can make money together. How do you think this coffee shop is making money? We're in a coffee shop right now. How much is this coffee? €3. How much profit do you think is on this coffee? How much does the cup cost? Why don't they sell cake? I want cake and they don't sell any. They'd make money if they sold cake. Where's the nearest coffee shop to here? How much do you think they're paying that member of staff? Do you think they're on minimum wage? I would analyze money all the time, trying to find and identify gaps where money could be made. Please understand, money is like water. It never stays still. You poor people think that money is in these large pools hidden away from you, staying still. No, money is like water. It's always moving. It's in the river and it's moving. And then the sun comes and it evaporates into the rain. It goes into the cloud and the cloud moves and it rains somewhere else into a lake. And then the lake goes down into another stream into the ocean. Do you understand? It's always moving. If I give you $100 today, you put it in the bank uses that money. If I give you $100 and you spend it with a company, the company uses that money. It never stays still. Money is always moving. I could give you $1 million today, that money would move. You'd spend it on things. You'd put it places. You'd put it in banks. You'd put it in stocks, bonds, crypto. It's always moving. You need to stand in the right place at the right time and you will get wet. This is what you must understand. All I talked about is how money was moving, because this is how I could identify. I could find my chance to be rich. You now have a choice. Your choice is to only accept the programming from people who have quality. People who have qualities you admire and want. People who have broken free from the matrix. Or continue as you were. Listen to the news, your school professors. Download the influence from all the average people around you and remain average just like the rulers of society want you to be. Your choice is to stay inside the matrix or escape. Take the blue pill and you will wake up in your bed and you can think whatever you want to think. Or take the red pill. Continue with me down the rabbit hole. I can't remember the exact line Morpheus says, but something like that. And let's see how deep this goes. If what I've said to you so far has angered you in an unhealthy way, if you don't feel I'm qualified to teach you about money, log off the presentation right now. Take the blue pill. Go back to your job. Go make a frappuccino and go back to believing whatever you want to believe. Believe that rich people are born rich. Believe you can save enough money to one day be rich. Go believe the lies. Go back to the matrix. If you want to escape, take the red pill. And that's what we're going to do in this presentation. Congratulations and welcome. We need more dramatic music. The sun is behind me. I look like an angel. Perhaps I was sent from the Lord above to educate you all. There's more dramatic music for all of you who took the red pill. For all of you who are here on the quest for financial freedom. The sun is overlooking the lake from my apartment. I'll try and block it with my beautiful big head. Please pay attention, because what I'm about to teach you is the path of reality. I'm about to teach you the reality of modern wealth creation. Modern wealth creation. None of the old ideas you've heard before. Modern wealth creation. The problem I find is that most people are not prepared to be unplugged from the matrix. Many of them are so inured and so hopelessly dependent on the system that they will fight to protect it. You'll find this too. I hear all the time, why do you always talk about money? Why don't you relax? All you do is work. You're boring. Why do you always talk about money? These are people inside the matrix who don't want to escape, and they don't want you to escape. They want to keep you there with them. They want to keep you poor along with them. Why would they want you to escape if they don't? Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't want that. They want you stuck into slavery with them. Why make frappuccinos by themselves when they can have a partner who can help them make the frappuccino? They don't want you to escape. The people inside the matrix defend the matrix. They say, oh yeah, it's normal to work a job. It's normal to get paid minimum wage. It's normal to pay tax. It's normal to get destroyed by a government. It's normal. What's your problem? Why do you want a fast car? It's only a car. Don't listen to these people. You want freedom. You should be proud of yourself for watching this presentation and wanting freedom. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, man or woman. Doesn't matter if you're old or young. If you want freedom in your heart, you're a good person. And anyone who tries to take that away from you is a bad person. These people are inside the matrix. They work for the matrix. They are the agents of the matrix. Don't listen to them. They are subconsciously programming you to be average, to be like them. Do not listen. Humans are social creatures. The people who are around you, if they are average, you're going to end up average. Everyone's heard the age-old adage. You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're spending time with average people, how can you become exceptional? How could you possibly become exceptional if everyone you know and talk to is average? The lone wolf starves. We are social. You need to search and seek and find people like you. People who are trying to escape the matrix. People who do not want to be average. People who aspire for more. Before the internet, finding a group filled with people who were genuinely motivated about money was nearly impossible. How are you going to meet enough people in your day-to-day life and talk to them on a deep enough level to find the ones who are really smart and really dedicated to escaping slavery? You couldn't. But with the internet, you can have access to private members groups with everyone on the same page. Everyone with the same goal, which is to escape slavery. Everybody inside of that group chose the red pill. Everyone inside that group has seen this presentation. They all think exactly the same. I need to get out. They've all been programmed the right way. I've created a community which is designed to resist slavery. It's a community and system for every single one of you which refuse to be enslaved. It's called Hustlers University 2.0, and it is a channel, a Discord channel, where me and a hand-picked select few will teach you everything we know about making money. Everything in the modern wealth creation method. Let me ask you a question. Please, feel free to answer this question out loud. To yourself. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in bed or sitting on your computer. Answer this question. If I put you in a room with 100 ice cream experts, and all they talked about was ice cream all day and all night, and in a month I came up to you and said, what do you know about ice cream? Even by accident, even if you didn't even care about ice cream, you would know about ice cream. You'd say, well, I heard this, I heard that, this is how you store it, this is how much it costs, this is how you make the flavors, this is the right temperature to keep it at, this is how you move it. You would understand ice cream if you were surrounded by people who only spoke about ice cream. Now, imagine I put you in a room with people who only talked about money. You should have a smile on your face right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it works for ice cream, how can it not work for money? Imagine you're in a room full of people who only talked about money, how to make it this way, how to grow it into more, how to store it, how to move it, how to save it, how to avoid paying this tax. Do you understand? If it will work with a room full of ice cream experts, it will work with a room full of money experts. But how do you find a room full of money experts when everyone you meet in real life is programmed by the matrix? You can't. But you can now, Hustlers University 2.0. That's what I've created. Me and a handful of professors I've selected are here to teach you everything about modern wealth creation. Over 20 methods of how to make money. We're going to be teaching with daily lessons, daily work plans. This is not something you just watch one video or you sign up and you get one PDF. No, this is a school where every single day there's new information. You can lay in bed for 10 minutes at the end of your day and learn something. Let me try that. Okay, let me take $20 and we try that out. Boom, boom. Oh, my 20 became 36. That's interesting. Okay, this is another thing. Okay, let me sign up here. Let me start a little web page here. Okay, this is how I make a website. Boom, boom. I made $1,000. That's interesting. Telling you how to make money. You're going to have a new lesson, a new way to make money every single day. modern wealth creation methods. That's what Hustlers University is. It's a community with one singular focus. And that focus is for everyone inside of Hustlers University to become financially free. No other topic is allowed. No other programming is allowed that does not lead towards this singular focus. We don't talk about politics, we don't talk about TV shows, we don't talk about the news. We only speak about money, as if the ice cream experts only talked about ice cream. In Hustlers University, we only talk about money. Nothing else. It's all we discuss. Because by default, every single member of that group will learn about how to make money. You know what's amazing? I'm going to load up Hustlers University on my phone right now. It's something you can access when you join. You can access it from your phone in real time, or you can access it from your computer, whenever you want. I have access now to a group of over 1,700 men and women who are learning everything about how to make money online. There's myself and 20 other professors teaching. I don't know how well you can see this on the camera. All the different topics here. Fundamentals, lessons from Hustlers University, specific interviews by me about money, specific interviews of money, lessons, cryptocurrencies, DeFi, stocks, branding, freelancing, real estate. It goes on and on. Endless channels and information. Endless. You will have access to a school online with one focus, teaching you how to make money. Did the school you went to ever teach you how to make money? Did the college you went to ever teach you how to make money? Did your university you went to ever teach you how to make money? No. None of them taught you how to make money. This is the only school in the world where all we teach is how to make money, nothing else. The subject materials, cryptocurrencies. A lot of you are asking, what do I do about Bitcoin? Do I make money? Well, should I buy? Should I sell? It doesn't matter if you're into crypto or not. We have expert traders with calls. You will make your money back from Hustlers University in the first 5 minutes of joining if you just come up with a single crypto trade. Stocks, freelancing, e-commerce, affiliate marketing, copywriting, Amazon FBA. We have people who are putting products on Amazon. They're buying trinkets, putting them on Amazon, having it automatically fulfilled, right? So maybe not many of you guys haven't heard this. On Amazon, they're selling all this stuff. Most people selling on there don't even have the stuff. They talk to a factory in China who has the stuff. They put it on Amazon. When someone buys from Amazon, it automatically gets sent from the factory in China. They collect the money in the middle. Business management, personal finance, how to grow the money you already have, real estate, the fundamentals of modern wealth creation. All of this is taught inside of Hustlers University. All of it. Every day, new lessons. Every day, new videos. Every day, new topics, discussions. You can sit and talk to people on the same path as you. Imagine every time you needed someone to work for you, or you needed a logo or a website, or you want someone to work with, or you wanted advice, you had other people who only cared about money. Just like the ice cream experts, right? Imagine you had an ice cream and you didn't know what temperature to keep it at. And you went to the ice cream experts and said, hey, I want some chocolate ice cream. What temperature should it be? And they come back and said, this. And you'd be like, okay, thanks. It's exactly the same with money. What if you could go in and say, I have $1,000 in savings. How do I turn that into $2,000? What's the best way? And you had a whole bunch of other people on the same path as you who would answer you. A community focused only on money. That's what Hustlers University is. This is the most powerful resource you will ever have in regards to wealth creation. And it's the most powerful resource for wealth creation for the average man that exists on the face of the planet. I say that without irony. There is no other community or resource on the face of the planet as powerful as this one with one singular focus, which is wealth creation. Every single subject is something where anyone, anywhere, can do today to make money now. This is not, you're going to have money in a few years. I'm talking about anyone, anywhere, today, make money now. Now. Because you don't have time to wait. With the restrictions coming, I don't want to get too political, but I believe, in fact, I know. COVID has taught us one thing. There's one rule for the average man, there's a different rule for the rich. The rich have ignored it all. They don't wear masks, they fly on private planes, they go where they want. If you're not scared, if you don't think, oh, I need to get rich fast, or I'm going to stay a slave and be locked in my house and be told to wear a mask, then there's something wrong with you. You should be very afraid. You should be very, very scared by what's happening. You need to get rich quickly. Very, very quickly. You need to get rich. That's why Hustlers University teaches anyone, anywhere, how to make money today, right now. We don't have years. You need money now. Maybe in the future there's going to be a utopian country where it's the only country without lockdowns and masks. Can you move there? Can you fly there and stay in an Airbnb forever? Do you have enough money to live without a job for 10 years? You need money now. You need to feel urgency inside of you. You need to get worried and anxious. You shouldn't be able to sleep at night if you're not rich. Slavery is coming. Let me say something. Every single day you wait to get rich, it gets harder. Do you know why? Because the price of assets is going up. I don't think a lot of you understand this, but let me try and explain something to you. They are printing money. The people in charge of the world are printing money faster than you possibly believe. They are just printing money. Now, I don't want to waste time giving you a whole education, but if you don't understand money, let me explain something to you. It's not linked to anything. It's made up from the sky. It's not linked to gold, and there's no limit to how much they can print. They just press a few buttons on a computer. Billions of dollars exist now in banks, and the banks can do whatever they want with it. They use the banking system. It's all a famoose. This is why when you're sitting there working hard and saving your pennies, you're a fool. Why are you saving money when they can just print more of it? Do you understand? You're working your ass off and saving these pennies, and they can just print a billion. Beep, 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 billion, beep, 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 billion. Where do you think all this money goes? It goes to them and all their friends. But what happens when you print money? It means the value of the money is less, right? This can of Red Bull is worth 10 euros. If I bring another can of Red Bull, there's 2. Now they're worth 5 euros each. Do you understand? The more money they create, the less it's worth. What happens when you devalue the money? That means the price of assets go up. This is why the prices of houses go up so fast. Real estate. This is why the price of a house is so much more than it was 10 years ago. Because it's not that the price of the house has gone up, it's that the value of the money's gone down. So what I'm saying is this. Every single day that you wait to get rich, you're getting paid the same amount in your wages, but the price of assets is going up. Houses get more expensive every day. Cryptocurrencies are getting more expensive every day. Stocks are getting more expensive every day. Who owns these things? Who owns all the property? Rich people. Who owns all the companies and the stocks? Rich people. Do you understand? Every day they get more expensive. Your wages stay the same, but the price gets more and more and more. You're running out of time to get one. You're running out of time. You wait another 10 years, the gap's going to be like this. Can't even fit it on the screen. It's going to be like this. The gap gets bigger and bigger every day because they keep printing more money. You haven't got time to save it. You can't save the money faster than they can print it, my friend. No, no, no. And they own all the important assets. And it makes their assets more and more expensive. And they're doing this on purpose so that their assets become so expensive that you can never buy any. That you can never afford them. This is on purpose. This is how they make sure the people in the Matrix stay in the Matrix forever. This is how they keep you enslaved forever. By eventually keeping you working, promising one day you're going to own something that you'll never be able to afford. Right now, some of you are lucky enough that maybe you can afford a house. Maybe. If you work your ass off and pay your mortgage for 50 years, you might get a house. Good work. In 10 years from now, none of you will be able to afford anything. Your kids won't be able to afford anything. It's all a big trick. The Matrix now is in its final form. They're about to finally settle who the millionaires and billionaires are and who the slaves are. It's about to be have-nots and have-yots. That's all it's going to be. The Matrix is now cementing. You are in the last generation on Earth that if you don't get rich now, your family will be slaves and peons and peasants forever. This is the last chance.